Hello and welcome to the Golden Glove Chat Show. With me is Chris Thompson. Chris, welcome. South African
Thank you, Brian.
ABU heavyweight champion. And of course, Keaton Gomes, welcome. If you guys don't know it yet, these two guys have signed to fight each other. It's a massive fight. Keaton's going to be the challenger for Chris Thompson's, both his titles, his South African title and his ABU title. Fantastic fight, headliner for the big tournament, Young Guns at Empress Palace. And of course, the Golden Glove Show on the 11th of December. Before I talk about the ball and your records, I want to ask you first, Keith, let me talk to you first. You're the challenger for the fight. Where did it start for you, your love for boxing? I spoke to your father one day, in fact, a few years ago in Durban, and he said to me, my youngster's good, he can fight. And obviously you are good and you can fight. You made the right decision coming to Joburg, by the way. That is what I told your father. Tell us where it started for you, your love for boxing, your amateur career.
So funny enough, Brian, I always wanted to box when I was younger. But I played soccer, rugby, I played everything at school. And my mom just didn't want her son being a fighter. She was always worried that I'm going to get punch drunk and all these other myths they worry about. Like So I always asked my mom, and she wasn't forward in the beginning. But obviously I was always an angry kid. I think 11, 12, when hormones hit me, she had enough. I was like breaking everything, smashing everything. And then she phoned up a boxing gym. And it was actually a small gym on the bluff at a church. That Monday to Friday was a boxing gym, and then they opened on the weekend for church. And I went there. My parents met the people, saw that boxers aren't these big, mean, scary guys, and she let me start. And after my first week of training, I just fell in love with it. And I think I still had my first amateur fight, I think 3 weeks after that. It wasn't much of a fight. I just brawled and went, but after that first fight and that hype, I just fell in love. Then I was hooked. I couldn't stop.
I think a lot of mothers, I had the same problem. They think that their little boy is going to get bashed in the boxing, but it's not just like that. Like you two guys have proved. You go out there and you find the science of boxing, and it gives you a life, isn't it? You become a professional.
Yeah.
The dedication, discipline, and determination that gets you places in life. Thanks, Keaton. Chris, where your love for boxing, your background for the viewers that don't know out there?
Yeah, look, I came into boxing quite late in my life. I put on a pair of gloves for the first time when I was 22 years old. Before that, I've been a sportsman my whole life. I swam professionally in school. I represented South Africa in school. Then after school, when I was in matric, I decided to start playing rugby a little bit more seriously. And I went on to play Currie Cup for the Sharks. I went on to play Varsity Cup for Tuks and played for the Bulls. Then I broke my knee, had a knee replacement, and then I didn't really, to be honest with you, I didn't really have the love for rugby anymore. And I didn't want to get a conventional 9-to-5 job. And I was sitting at lunch with my wife, and we were talking about, plans for the future. And she said to me, well, you like to fight. You like to fight in the street. Always been enjoyed fighting in the street with nothing bad intentions, just boys will be boys. And then I started boxing. I didn't have an amateur pedigree. I didn't have one amateur fight at all. Then went straight to Gert Stadium, started boxing with Gert. And 6 months later, I had my first pro fight.
Fantastic. So you've done fantastically well for a guy that never had an amateur record. The current South African and ABU champion. Chris, you guys sparred once or twice before. I don't think too many times. What are the sparring? Can you remember the sparring?
Yeah, look,
a long time ago?
Keaton and I have sparred a couple of times over the years, obviously with me being at Smith's and him also being with Uncle Pete. We've had a couple of rounds together. Sparring is sparring. Neither of us can tell anything from sparring. We both just giving each other work. It's going to be a good fight. That's one thing I can tell you. One thing I can tell the public. It will be a very good fight. Keaton is game. He's a good challenger. He's a good fighter. And, he brings his challenges to the fight. And, sparring is not really anything. We weren't trying to hurt each other in sparring or anything. It's always been respectful between both camps, between Keaton and myself.
Did you not get the better of him in sparring?
I don't know if anyone can really get the better of anybody in sparring,
Fine. Sparring is sparring. So let's take it further now. So Shannon Strader now is your trainer. That's when Sean Smith was your trainer those days. How's it going with Shannon? How's the preparations going for your fight?
Yeah, very good. Shannon and I have a special relationship. Obviously when I started with his father years back, he was actually in the gym the day I walked into the gym. So the first time I had an interaction with boxing, I had an interaction with Shannon. So, we've had... We have a very good bond, very tight bond, and preparations have been good. I've been in England. I've been sparring down in England, sparring all kinds of guys, big names there in England. And I actually only got back from Liverpool yesterday. And now obviously we'll just finish up and tidy up the last bit of the camp.
Fantastic. Keaton, do you remember the sparring with Chris?
Yeah.
You told me off air that you were hammering him in sparring.
Yeah, Chris and I did a few rounds. We used to mix it up. We actually haven't done that many together, but we put in quite a few. But it was never really much us working with each other. It was always like, if someone needed rounds, we'll just get in and all that. But yeah, sparring is sparring, fighting is fighting. It's two completely different things.
And you're both big guys, and you started off as a cruiserweight, but obviously you've outgrown the cruiserweight division. What weight are you walking around at the moment?
Right now, I'm about 101.5, 102,
okay,
yeah.
So you're a bit big for the cruiserweight division. You were a cruiserweight as well, Chris.
Yes,
so you guys are both grown from cruise, but you're both big guys. So I would say you are decent heavyweights at 100 kilograms. Must have been tough for both you guys making the cruiserweight division. Keaton, the big fight, this is your big opportunity. Chris has now got the title. You number 5 in South Africa. How do you see the fight going?
I think it's going to be a cracker fight. I really want fans must buy their tickets to watch. It's going to be like an old school heavyweight fight. It's not going to be this new heavyweight fighting, just winning and that. It's going to be a proper war. It's going to be a good fight. That's all I can promise.
Chris Thompson, you're the current South African champion. Are you going to keep that title?
100%, Brian. 100%. You know, come the 11th of December, and still, you know, nobody comes to the ring to lose, Keaton included in that. And like you said, it's going to be a good fight, you know. It's going to be an old school, good fight. We're going to slug it out. You know, respect between us. But, you know, once we get into the ring, it's showtime. He wants something that I have, and I don't want him to take something that I've got, you know. I earned this the hard way, and he's coming to take it also the hard way. So it's going to be a good fight. On the 11th of December, I can see explosions.
Young Guns, Empress Palace, Keaton. Are they going to say the new?
Of course.
Chris says, and still.
It's changing, and the new. Everyone knows that I'm coming for it. I've trained. I came straight out of a camp into another camp. Peter's been pushing me even behind closed doors. Straight after the fight, we were back in the gym working. We already know our game plan. We're already happy with sparring, everything. It's just fight time needs to come now.
And
we're already ready.
I must compliment you guys as well. You guys have done fantastically well in your last fight. You obviously lost twice to Puzi. You lost twice to Lebo. But you can see you guys have learned from that and grown from that. You were fantastic against Joshua Pretorius in winning that SA title, Chris. I must say, I'm sure you heard my commentary. You were really brilliant that night.
Thank you.
So congratulations on that. You knocked out Danny Knocker in such style that everyone said there's a new kid on the block.
Yeah.
This is not the old Keaton Gomes. He's young now to win fights. So we're all very excited about the two of you fighting each other. We look forward to that on the 11th of December. Of course, Young Guns, you guys will be topping the bill. A fantastic tournament. Pikalani Kamalo is the main supporting bout. Rowan Campbell's also on the bill against Timbani Mshlanga. Gerard Tyson gets another shot. Kiana Koopman fights against Keegan Mills, also a good fight. Dwayne Dotso from the Cape is fighting, and then Little Bevan Sabanda. So that's all on the 11th of December at Empress Palace. But it's going to be a fantastic week of boxing, guys. The 3rd of December, unbelievable. Kevin Larina's getting a big shot at a WBA regular title against Daniel Dubois on the undercard of Tyson Fury. That's the 3rd of December in the UK. And then the 10th of December, we've got Rourke Knapp, we've got Brandon Kaiser, we've got Johnny Miller fighting Puzi in a rematch. And then you got you guys on the Sunday. So it's unbelievable. I was saying to Rodney Berman of air, we're going on Wednesday for the pre-fight medical to Empress Palace. We're going on Thursday for a testing. We're going on Friday for the weigh-in. We're going on Saturday for the boxing. We're going on Sunday for the boxing. So great week of boxing. We're going to end the year in style, Golden Gloves with those two shows. And thank you to you guys for being our guests. You guys are finishing the year off. You're the main fight, you're the last fight on the Sunday afternoon. So good luck with that, Keaton.
Thanks, Brian.
Good luck, Chris.
Thanks, Brian.
Guys, I'm sure you're going to put it all on the line.
Yeah.
Last words for you. What do you say to the current champion?
Yes, thanks for accepting the fight. And I'll see you on the 11th of December.
What does the champ say to the challenger?
Well, you know, also thanks, Keaton, for the challenge. You know, we didn't have a challenge. Nobody put in a challenge until Keaton put in the challenge. So, you know, just grateful to get another opportunity, grateful to get another show on the Golden Glove show and live on Supersport. And on the 11th of December and still 100%.
Thank you, guys. And as I said, Supersport Festival of Boxing Week. The 3rd of December, you got Kevin Arena against Daniel Dubois. The 10th of December, you got all the guys like Rourke Knapp and Brandon Taser and all the guys. And then you guys, of course, on the 11th. So fantastic, great week of boxing to end the year in style, especially Golden Gloves 2 shows on the 10th and 11th. From me, Brian Mitchell, thank you for it.